Okay, so this was way more than just another London derby. We're talking about a cup semi-final, first leg, with a trip to Wembley on the line. And for 90 minutes, Chelsea and Arsenal served up an absolutely chaotic classic that had, well, pretty much everything.
I mean, you had it all. 5 goals, wild momentum swings, some really crucial errors. It was a result that leaves this semifinal tie just hanging so tantalizingly in the balance with that ultimate prize waiting, a trip to Wembley.
And of course, this isn't just any semi-final, is it? It's Chelsea versus Arsenal, the latest chapter in one of the fiercest rivalries in English football. You can see here, in almost 200 meetings, Arsenal have just about had the edge historically. But as we all know, in a knockout cup tie, history often goes right out the window.
So the match gets underway at a packed Stamford Bridge, but right away it was the visitors, Arsenal, who just seized control. They really stamped their authority on the game right from that opening whistle. And it really didn't take them long to find a breakthrough. Just 7 minutes in, a corner kick comes in and defender Ben White rises highest, heading the ball home to give Arsenal the absolute perfect start.
Now get this. That number, 24, that's how many goals Arsenal have now scored from set pieces this season. It's the most by any club in Europe's top 5 leagues. It has become a massive, massive weapon for them. So after soaking up a bit of pressure at the end of the first half, Arsenal came out for the second absolutely flying. They were looking to press their advantage and really put the game to bed.
And just 4 minutes into the second half, disaster strikes for Chelsea. A cross somehow squirms through the hands of the keeper, Robert Sánchez, and who's there to tap it in? Their striker, Viktor Gyökeres. It was just a huge moment and such a painfully costly error.
And just like that, not even 50 minutes into the game, Arsenal have a commanding 2-goal lead away from home. I think for most people watching, it really looked like the tie was slipping away from Chelsea completely.
But you know, football is rarely that simple. Chelsea's manager, Liam Rosenior, he looked to his bench for an answer, and he made a decision that would completely change the entire complexion of the game. So, picture this. The home crowd is dead silent. Arsenal are in total control. You've got to be thinking, is it over? Was there any way back for the Blues at this point? Well, the answer was a big, emphatic yes. And it came in the form of their substitute, Alejandro Garnacho, who was brought on to inject some much-needed life into Chelsea's attack. And their manager, Liam Rosenior, he wasn't surprised at all. He said after the match that he knew Garnacho could be a real impact player. And boy, was he proven right. Just 8 minutes after going 2-0 down, Chelsea were right back in it. Garnacho expertly guides across from Pedro Neto into the net, and suddenly Stamford Bridge had hope again. Game on. And that goal, it didn't just give Chelsea hope. It basically kicked off this frantic end-to-end final act, where the goals just kept on coming. But as Chelsea started to push forward, the game really opened up. And we have to stop and talk about the performance of Arsenal's Martín Zubimendi. He was just incredible, controlling the midfield all night. He ended up with the fans' Player of the Match award, and it was sealed by one decisive moment that was still to come.
And that decisive moment came just as Chelsea were really pushing for an equaliser. Zubimendi restored Arsenal's 2-goal cushion with a piece of just pure individual brilliance, a fantastic shimmy and finish from the edge of the box.
Okay, so at 3-1, you're thinking, surely that's game over now. But no, Chelsea's super sub, he wasn't finished yet. The drama was far from over. With just 7 minutes of normal time left to play, a clearance falls to Garnacho, and he hits this sweet volley to make it 3-2. An incredible brace from the substitute to set up a really nail-biting finish. And that's how it ended. Arsenal get the crucial away win, but that late goal from Chelsea puts them right back in the thick of this tie. If you look at the stats, you can see Arsenal created more chances, but Chelsea's amazing fight back meant they definitely made theirs count.
So, what was the feeling after that final whistle? Well, the reactions from both camps tell a really fascinating story about where this tie stands right now.
From the Arsenal camp, you could feel a bit of frustration. Their goal scorer, Ben White, even admitted their second-half performance just wasn't good enough. And that really speaks to the high standards they've set for themselves this season. But then you contrast that with the view from pundit Matt Upson, who was full of praise for Chelsea's fight back. He pointed out that Arsenal could have put this tie to bed, but it was Chelsea's grit that kept them alive.
And you know what's interesting? In the end, both managers pretty much saw it the same way. Mikel Arteta and Liam Rosenior both use the exact same phrase. It's halftime. A great reminder that this was just the first 90 minutes of a 180-minute battle. And that leaves us with the final, crucial question. So, is it advantage Arsenal? They take a one-goal lead back to their home ground, a place where they haven't lost all season, or did Chelsea's spirited comeback steal all the psychological momentum? I guess we'll just have to wait for the second leg to find out.